Hello everyone, welcome to our channel LawLust. Today we are continuing the series of 500 MCQs for Staff Welfare Officer RRB. So we will start with the question number 51. Which of the following is the most important object of industrial relation? So the answer here is maintenance of industrial peace. Move on to the next question. The success of collective bargaining mainly depends upon. Here the answer is option number A, mutual trust between employer and employees. Okay, move on to the next question. Which of the following is a voluntary method of settling industrial dispute? So the answer here is option number B, arbitration. Move on to the next question, question number 54. Which welfare facility directly improves workers' health? So here the answer option number B, safe drinking water. Move on to the next question. Which organization is responsible for managing EPF in India? So here the answer is EPFO. Move on to the next question. Question number 56. Which benefit is available under employee state insurance scheme? So the answer here is medical benefits. Move on to the next question. Question number 57. Labor welfare measures are generally classified into. The answer is option number A, two categories. Move on to the next question, question number 58. Which of the following is an example of statutory welfare? So here the answer is option number C, washing facility where prescribed. Move on to the next question, question number 59. Which principle forms the basis of social security legislations? So here the answer is social justice. Move on to the next question, question number 60. Which constitutional provision directs the state to secure a living wage? So here the options are Article 39, Article 43, Article 21, Article 51A. So here the correct answer is Article 43, which is a part of DPSP. Question number 61. The primary objective of grievance and handling is to resolve employee dissatisfaction. Move on to the next question. Which is an example of indirect labor welfare? Indirect labor welfare examples are option number B, housing facilities, because all these are direct. Which of the following is a retirement benefit? So the retirement benefit is option number A, gratitude. Move on to the next question. Question number 64. Which authority hears appeal under RTI Act? So here the answer is Information Commission. Move on to the next question, question number 65. Which computer memory is permanent? I think this is the question from general knowledge part, that is computer knowledge. Okay, we will solve it. Question number 65. Which computer memory is permanent? So the answer is option number C, wrong. Move on to the next question, question number 66. Which shortcut key is used to paste copied content? So it is, the answer is option number C, Control V. Move on to the next question, question number 60. Move on to the next question, question number 67. Which of the following is a system software? So here the option is, answer is Windows operating system. Okay, move on to the next question, question number 68. Which device is used to convert hard copy into digital form? So here the option is here the answer is option number B. Question number 69. Which of the following is not an input device? Here the answer is monitor. Question number 70. NPS is regulated by PFRDA. Which of the following is a function of personal administration? So the option is, so the correct answer is employee recruitment. I think this question repeats. So move on to the next question, question number 72. Which welfare activity improves the employee morale? So here the answer is Question number 72, the answer is employee recognition. Okay, move on to the next question. Question number 73, which of the following best define industrial discipline? Okay, so the answer here is option number A, obedience to the organization rule. So move on to the next question. Question number 74, which of the following is an important quality of a welfare officer? So move on to the next question. Question number 74, which of the following is an important quality of welfare officer? So the correct answer is D, all of the above. Move on to the next question. Question number 75, the ultimate aim of labor welfare program is to increase disciplinary actions against the management. So here we move on to the next question. Question number 76, which of the following is the most effective method of preventing industrial dispute? So here the correct answer is effective communication. Move on to the next question. The concept of industrial democracy emphasizes worker participation in management. Move on to the next question. Question number 78, which of the following is not a principle of labor welfare? So the answer is profit maximization. That is not a part of labor welfare. Move on to the next question. Question number 79, the primary objective of occupational system measures is to, here the answer is option number B, that is prevent workplace accidents. Move on to the next question, which of the following is an example of social assistance? So here the answer is old age pension. So move on to the next question. Question number 81, which authority is generally responsible for enforcing labor welfare provisions in establishments? So here the answer is labor inspector. Move on to the next question. Question number 82, which of the following is a characteristics of good governance redressal system? Move on to the next question. Question number 82, which of the following is a characteristic of good grievance redressal system? So here the correct answer is option number B, fairness and transparency. Move on to the next question, which type of bargaining focuses on improving wages and services condition? So here the correct answer is collective bargaining. Move on to the next question. Question number 84, which organization manages the employee provident fund scheme? So here the correct answer is EPFO. Which of the following is not a welfare facility? So here the correct answer is income tax return filing. Move on to the next question. Question number 86, which article of the Constitution directs the state to ensure human condition of work? So here the answer is article number 42, option number A. Which of the following is the fastest memory in the computer? So the answer is C, change memory. Move on to the next question. Question number 88, which keyboard shortcut is used to undo the last action? So here the answer is Control Z. Move on to the next question. Question number 89, which of the following is an example of cloud storage? So here the answer is Google Drive. Move on to the next question. Question number 90, which device is used to display the process output on a computer? So here the correct answer is monitor. Which organization regulates the national pension system? So here it is PFRDA. Move on to the next question. Question number 92, which of the following is an object of personal administration? So here the correct option is employee development. Move on to the next question, which of the following is an example of employee participation in management? So here the correct answer is Joint Management Council. Move on to the next question. Which factor contributes the most to the employee motivation? So here the correct answer is recognition and fair treatment. Move on to the next question. Which of the following is a statutory social security benefit? So here the correct answer is provident fund. Move on to the next question. Which of the following is an object of labor legislation? So here the object is all of the above. Move on to the next question. Question number 97. Which of the following is an important responsibility of a staff welfare officer? So here the answer is option number D, all of the above. Move on to the next question. Question number 98. Which of the following best reflects good industrial relation? So here the answer is option number B, mutual trust and cooperation. Move on to the next question. The ultimate objective of social security is? Here the correct answer is option number A, employee protection against social and economic risks. So move on to the very last question of this video, that is part 2. So the question is question number 100. A successful staff welfare officer should possess the qualities of all of the above. Here with this question we completed the part 2 of this series. We will be going to complete this series of 500 MCQs with 10 parts. So make sure you subscribe to the channel and stay connected with the channel for next MCQ series, and do comment that which type of question do you want, or any suggestions or anything you can comment down below. Thank you.
वीडियोस बनाने हैं, फिल्मोरा है ना।